My dear sisters and brothers, Ya Ali Madad, on behalf of all the Jamaati institutions, Mukhi Sahibs, Kamriya Sahibs, Mukhyanimas and Kamryanimas, I would like to wish you all a happy new year. I pray that this new year brings us peace, happiness, and prosperity. For so many of us, 2020 will undoubtedly bring up difficult memories. From losing our loved ones, financial uncertainty, illness, loneliness, and the inability to come together in our Jamaat Khanas. We have suffered both individually and collectively. Although it has been extremely hard this year has also reconfirmed our capacity to manage and adapt in times of extraordinary change and difficulty. And so, I sincerely hope 2020 will serve as a source of confidence in our strength and resilience to face new challenges. It has been truly inspiring to witness the way in which the global community has been united by a common purpose. From staying at home, shielding, to serving on the front line, each one of us has made personal sacrifices in order to play our part in the global fight against this pandemic. In the face of this challenge, individuals, organizations, and businesses have adapted in novel ways, fostering creativity and innovation, showing a willingness to challenge established ways of working. Sometimes it takes a crisis, a burning platform, to fundamentally shift how we think and do things. For example, the leaps we have taken in the way we have communicated, socialized, and working using technology is something that might otherwise have taken years to achieve. Indeed, we should be mindful that some of these changes are here to stay as we start to shape our new normal. For me, every new year is an opportunity to reset. And so, as we leave 2020, there are 3 key learnings that I hope to take from this unique year into 2021 and the years to come. The first of these is the nature of humanity. Although this virus has impacted us in many different ways, some much more than others, it is worth noting that the impact of this virus has transcended borders, race, gender, age, wealth, culture, and more. It has clearly demonstrated that at the core of our humanity, we come from one soul. We are all one and the same. This year has not only been defined by the coronavirus pandemic, but also by the birth of a long overdue, widespread conversation about diversity, equality, and inclusion. As we move forward, this is a conversation that should take center stage and inspire the Jamaat, given the extent to which our faith and the teachings of our Imam are rooted in the ideas of pluralism and fairness. The second lesson is the idea of simplicity. At the beginning of this pandemic, I started going on daily walks. In the absence of the usual commotion and traffic, I became aware of the melodic singing of the birds, the gentle sound of rustling leaves, and the air on my face. In those moments, I felt a sense of peace, and I realized how much I had been taking for granted the calming beauty of Allah's creation. Indeed, lockdowns and limited physical connections have pushed us to rediscover friendships, cooking skills, reading, volunteering, and other such modest activities and forgotten hobbies. We have experienced happiness in the simple things in life. Despite all that has been happening around us, the seasons continue to change. The sun rises each morning, buds bloom into flowers, and rainbows appear after storms. I pray these have offered us all a sense of comfort and hope in the times of darkness. My final takeaway is the notion of submission. With the unprecedented events of this last year comes another reminder that the human race is not infallible. We are created by the Almighty, to whom we submit and pray to for mercy and grace. With this submission also comes a reminder that we have a duty of care to ourselves and to all those around us. It is incumbent upon each one of us to live a life rooted in faith and guided by our ethics and values. As we move into this next year, it will remain critical to hold on to these principles so as to remain resilient in the challenges we face. Before I end, I want to express my sincere gratitude to all my fellow institutional leaders, Mukhi Kamriya Saibans, and all the volunteers for everything you have done this year. You have all stepped up and engaged wholeheartedly and selflessly in redefining our ways of working and operating. You have ensured that despite our physical separation, our community has remained united, connected, and supported. And to all the members of our Jamaat, thank you for adapting and engaging. When reflecting on the nature of our seva in our community, I realize that the service of all our volunteers is not an act that is conducted in solo, but rather an offering of the entire family, without whom our work would not be possible. And so, to all of you, I would like to say thank you. As Maulana Hazar Imam said in his Salgira message, and I quote, "I am very pleased with the excellent work of my volunteers throughout the world to support the Jamaat and the communities amongst whom they live. And to all my volunteers, I convey my greatest admiration and best affectionate loving blessings," unquote. As we celebrate this new year, let us keep faith and remember that this is a time for hope, for optimism, and renewal, even in times of uncertainty. I end by wishing Maulana Hazar Imam and his family a very happy new year and pray for the good health and happiness of our Imam and his family. Let us offer our humble shukrana to our beloved Imam for his benevolence, continued guidance and support, and remember that our Imam is always by our side. I leave you with Maulana Hazar Imam's message in March 2020, when he said, and I quote, "Please convey my best paternal and my best maternal loving blessings to my worldwide Jamaat and tell them that I think of them every minute of the day, each day, and I pray for Mushkil Asan and for their peace and happiness," unquote. Happy New Year once again to each and every one of you. Ya Ali Madad.